Mathan Prabhu, you want to read? Or anyone?
Yeah,
Yeah, yes, will read.
one second. Okay. Hare Krishna, Sri Namamirta. In Kali Yuga, Lord Krishna is worshipped while chanting of the holy name. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.36, spoken by the great sage Karaba Jana Rishi, one of the nine Yogendras. The sage was informing Maharaja Nimi about the people's duty to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to different processes in different yugas. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 347. In Kali Yuga, one can satisfy and worship the Lord simply by chanting his holy name. In Sri Madhvacharya has brought our attention to this quotation from Narayana Samhita. Uh, Tvapariyayar Janayir Vishnu Pancharatrais Tu Kavalai Kaludu Nama Matrena Pujyade Bhagavan Karihi. In Dwapara Yuga, one could satisfy Krishna or Vishnu only by worshipping openly according to the Pancharatriki system. But in the age of Kali, one can satisfy and worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, simply by chanting his holy name Chaitanya Charitamrtam, Andhya Leela 712. Hey Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thanks a lot, Prabhu. So, we all know that we have different yogas in Satyug, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and then this Kali Yuga. And these arrangement of yoga, so sometimes even Dwapar Yuga come before Treta Yuga. But in this Dwapar Yuga, Lord Krishna himself appeared, and um, that's why this Dwapar Yuga is after Treta Yuga. This particular cycle is especially um beneficial or important because in this particular cycle, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has appeared 500 years ago. Otherwise, generally his expansions comes and perform the Leela. But in this cycle, he himself has personally came. So that's why this Kali Yuga is especially important. And like we were discussing, that in different cycles, according to the psychological condition of living entities, those who are going to remain still in the material world, there are different versions of Srimad Bhagavatam as well. So this particular Srimad Bhagavatam that we have in this particular cycle is different from what Srimad Bhagavatam that we were having in the earlier cycles. Accordingly, even the in different cycle according to the psychological condition of human being, those who are still going to remain in this material world, different pastimes of the Lord also change. So the Ramayana or Mahabharata, um, they also have a different kind of setup, different kind of uh, pastimes enacted as suiting to the psychological condition of living entities remaining in that lifespan, in that time span. So um, Lord know everything, just like different um, season cycles are going in continuation. One cannot say that, okay, uh, the cycle of summer, winter, and autumn, all those cycles which have rotated once will not happen again. We know that it's an this cycle repeat again and again, year after year. So same is the condition. These yugas again and again appear, and according to the situations of different yugas, the process of attainment of Lord is little different. It's not that the holy name is not at all powerful in different yugas. It's all powerful in different yugas. But people's condition at the different point of time is little different. So, for example, in Sat yugas, the human lifespan is so large. People have so much a strong body, uh, so much control over their senses that they feel that just by chanting, why they should attain Krishna consciousness. They should perform some Herculean task, and that's why they perform meditation on Lord for thousands and thousands of years. Similarly, in Dwapar Yuga, because people are very opulent, um, there are not so poor people like now that we have in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, we can understand that what to speak about performing. So in Treta Yuga, for example, we have a uh, way to attain God consciousness by performing elaborate yajnas. But in Kali Yuga, people are very poor. What to speak about pouring so much of ghee in uh, fire? They don't have enough ghee even to fry their puris or make all their food stuff in ghee. So similarly, all the ingredients that is needed to perform yajnas, which should be completely pure. Now we don't have so much of pure ingredient. If we try to get pure A2 cow ghee or cow milk, that is also very costly. And similarly, all the food stuff that we have, there is different kind of adulteration that is found in all those food stuff. So Lord cannot be satisfied with inferior quality goods or adulterated food stuff. So performing yajna is also very difficult in these ages. Neither people have sufficient money to perform that, neither the wealth to sustain that. Similarly, in Dwapar Yuga, especially, people were very much inclined to the elaborate deity worship. Everyone has deities in their home. Even now, as well, we can see most of the temples in the South India or even in the Northern India. Earlier, people have so much of inclination to worship deities, and that's why we have so many temples established across whole India. And people have a lot of dedication toward the Lord. They devote all their day in some way or the other serving the Lord. So right now as well, if we know to Jagannath Puri, we can see that how the different priestly orders are always um, engaged in making different presentation, different food stuff for the pleasure of Lord, then offering it, performing different kind of artis throughout the whole day, and offering different kind of paraphernalia to the Lord, following the Pancharatrika system. And now it's now in especially in the age of Kali, we can see that people are not having enough resources, not having enough time. So the easiest way given by Lord is chanting of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If someone can chant sincerely this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then he will get the result of all the other kind of worship that he has to perform to the Lord, because names of the Lord are non-different than Lord himself. And in this age, especially because of people's financial condition, the time span that they are having with them, the busy schedule that they are having with them, um, everyone may not be on that level, on that pure level that they can have deities at their home, or they can offer the Pancharatrika system. They may not be pure in eating, they may not be pure in existence. So for everyone, this chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is very much beneficial, because at whatever stage you are, you can, and under any circumstances, you can chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So before understanding today's session, we'll all chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then we'll try to understand today's session on the deity worship. I hope everyone is having chant bag with them. If not, they can chant on their fingers. And once done with one round of chanting, then we'll try to understand today's session. You all can repeat with me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda, Hare
Vivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
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 Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. I'll share my screen. Let me know once it's visible. So today's topic is on deity worship. So we'll try to understand the scientific aspect of deity worship, and we'll try to understand that why in different other religion we don't have deity worship, but only in our Sanatan Dharma we follow deity worship. What is the reason behind that? So the first verse that is written is that for those whose mind are attached to the unmanifested impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. So for the person who are in the bodily concept of life, who are engaged in this bodily form, until and unless they don't accept the form of the Lord, progressing them in devotional service is very difficult. And we can see that some way or the other, everyone in every religion they accept some form. So, like if we talk about Muslim people, they pay their obeisances to toward Makkah, toward the form that that they have in the Makkah. Similarly, the Christian people, even though they don't know about the form of the Lord, they pay their obeisances to the cross. They have the cross at their home. They kiss their cross. Similarly, the Jewish people, they have their Torah. Sometime they decorate their Torah on the special festival. They kiss their Torah. So everyone has some form fixed in their mind to whom they offer their obeisances. But in all the different religion, uh, we know that when those religions were formed, then at that point of time, whether it's we talk about the Muslim religion, Hazrat Muhammad, or Christianity, Jesus Christ. So those people, when they are talking to the uh, inhabitant of those regions, they were not very much civilized. They have to be provided with some moral code of conduct, some um, they need to be uplifted even to the human level. Then they can be taught about something higher. So Jesus Christ, for example, we knew that how when he was talking about love of Godhead, he was crucified. Similarly, in so many countries, even uh, till now as well, even um, we can see like performing any kind of religious activities in China was banned for so long. Same is the case with Russia. So the government as well, what to speak about earlier, even right now, they forbid all kind of worship or all kind of spiritual practice, because they know that if people start to follow something as higher being, some higher power, then they will lose their interest in government. So they want to portray government as the highest power. So that's why they forbid all kind of worships. Um so there is a story which is mentioned toward the end of this handout, um, which is talking about a scenario, a situation um, in the era of Christianity, at the starting of the Christianity. So there, what has happened is that um, there is a story about the golden calf, um, which is a story. I'll just give some background. I think that okay. It's in the Bible when Moses ascended to the Mount Sinai to receive the Ten Commandments. So in his absence, all the Israelites, what they did is that they molded a golden calf and began to worship it as God. So this in case was idolatry. If someone takes some form of the Lord by his own imagination and then he try to worship that his own imaginated form, that is called idolatry, because that is not the real authorized um, aspect which is given by the Lord, but it is something imaginary that he will create and then he start worshipping it. And that is condemned by all the religion, not only in Christianity or in Muslim religion, but even in Indian religion as well. Any form that you make out of imagination, and you try to worship it, that is forbidden. But in our case, we know that what we are worshipping is not an imaginary form. So we know that uh, we have um, our father, then forefathers, then grandparents, and then we know that this all is originating from Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma was the first created being, and from there we all are going on. We all are coming into the same succession. And Lord Brahma himself, he has written Brahma Samhita. Out of all the 100 chapter which are lost, five were again recovered by Chaitan Mahaprabhu, who was non-different than Krishna himself, just to give the proof that Lord Brahma, who has seen Krishna and who has taken instruction from Krishna, so he has written about Lord Krishna. And in the morning, when we perform Mangal Arati, we recite the same prayers from Brahma Samhita, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. So Lord Brahma, he's speaking about Krishna, what is his form, uh, what he's carrying, the flute that he's carrying. And we have different revealed scriptures which is giving us the full information about Lord. So it's not that, so for example, when you look at your father, you can understand, or you look at yourself, you understand that you have come from a human being. You are coming uh, from a person who also looks like you. So God, so we all are children of God, and God has also fashioned us uh, as per his form only. So the form of God is just like us only. But people who are uh, Mayavadi, or who take the impersonal Brahmajyoti form of the Lord, they have this conception that because the body that we have always gives some or the other trouble. Sometimes um, people are having diseases, sometimes um, they're suffering because of some cut in this body, some bruises. So they think that if someone is having body, then that means suffering. So they assume that God cannot have any body. God, if because body means some suffering, but that is a deceased understanding. So the real understanding is that God has a body, but his body is not material, just like our body. God's body is completely spiritual, and that is revealed in all the scriptures that he's Satchidanand Vigraha. His body is full of bliss, is eternal, full of knowledge, and like we knew in all the scriptures that because his body is completely spiritual, each limb of his body can act as any part of the body. So from his eyes as well, he can accept the food stuff that is offered to him. There is no need for him to uh, eat it from his hand, and that's why the bhoga that we offer to the Lord, just by looking at it, he accept it, and the bhog, bhoga will become spiritual. Second thing is that in all the other religion, they don't know the scientific process of Pancharatrika Vidhi, uh, by which they there is a process called Pran Pratishtha, by which Lord is invited to reside in the form of the Lord that is created with either the wood or the stone or the metal. So, so this is a complete scientific process. Even um, right now, we can see that whenever, for example, there is recently Pran Pratishtha of Lord's deities done in Ayodhya Dham. So once the deities are formed as per the direction of and the rules and regulations of Murti Shastra. So once the deities of the Lord is made, then the Lord is personally invited to take uh, uh, to reside in that deity form, and then people can offer their obeisances. So there are different real stories against it. So many of you might have visited Mayapur temple. How many of you have visited Mayapur uh, temple? You can raise your hand or unmute and can tell me. Or how many of you have seen the deities of Lord Dev in Mayapur? Any one of you?
Nursing Dev deity I've seen at the Toronto temple.
Um, and any picture um, of the Mayapur Nursing Dev deities any one of
Mm,
you have seen?
No.
Yes, I have seen his big picture.
Yeah.
It's a big deity.
Mm. So
Yeah, seen it's coming from South India.
yes. Okay. Thanks, Prabhu. Um, so there is a story behind the carving of that Narsinga deity. So earlier, what was happening is that, as we know, that Mayapur is near Bangladesh, um, and so many times there are intruders coming to the Navdeep Mayapur temple, and then they are creating ruckus. They are trying to steal the paraphernalia of the Lord, or they're trying to steal whatever the money that different devotees are having. So uh, many times then devotees are complaining that to police, but these occurrences were happening day and like every frequent days these kind of incidents were happening, that these kind of dacoits, they cross the border and then they try to loot devotees and their different opulences that deities were having and all those things. So the devotees decided that rather than having an external solution, they should have some internal solution for all this problem. And the solution that is authorized and given in the scripture. So they decided that they should be having Nursing Dev deities installed in Mayapur. And Nursing Dev, we know, is a ferocious form of Lord. And Nursing Dev is known to be the protector of all the devotees. So they decided that the deities of Nursing Dev should be carved. And so that way, then there is a long story. I'll cut it short. So devotees, they first started searching for a person who can carve the deities, and they met a person who was a uh, disciple in the Shankaracharya religion. So, and he was famous, well known to be knowing all the signs to carve the deities. Because when we are carving the deities, then there is a different type of a stone that should be used. Um, so the stone should be living. There are so many considerations. So a very peculiar kind of a stones can be utilized to form a deity of the Lord. So so that person was found, and then someone requested, so the devotees requested him to carve the deities of Lord Narsimhadev. But he was very fearful. He told that no, no, I can carve any other deities, but not of Lord Narsimhadev, because Lord Narsimhadev is very ferocious. If someone perform any minute mistake in carving the deities of Lord Narsimhadev, then he's so fiery that he can punish that person. So he was very fearful. He told, no, no, I will not be able to carve because Lord Narsimhadev is so ferocious. I cannot carve it. But then he met his spiritual master who is in Shankaracharya, and he told that I know that Narsimhadev is very ferocious, but they want their deities to be established in Navdeep Mayapur Dham. And Mayapur Dham is a place of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is very merciful. So I think that the deities, if Narsingh Dev deities will be established in Navdeep Mayapur Dham, then you will not be punished, because that abode is of belonging to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who forgives for all the offenses. So I think so he gave permission, his spiritual master, that okay, you can carve. And then after few months, then the devotees contacted how is the progress of the deities. So he told that yeah, I'm still trying to find the stone that should be living. So there is various ways by which that living stone is found. So uh, when when it is strike at a particular end, it create a different kind of sound. There are so many different things uh, which are taken into consideration to understand that kind of stone. So later on, after few months, he found that a stone, and then he started that process. So after a few months, again devotee visited him, and then he was still busy carving the deities, because that kind of strong stone, it's very difficult to carve the deities out of it. And later on, the devotees thought that, oh, it's taking a lot of time, we'll visit again in few months. And then they saw that this person he started he they saw that this person is running toward them, the person who was carving the deities, and he told, oh, please take the deities of the Lord, they are ready, and they are burning everything. So he finished the deities and he covered it um, with all the grass and everything in grass hut. But Lord deities, when ready, uh, they need to be installed directly. And because they are not installed, he becomes so fiery, Lord Nrsimhadev, that there is a big fire and all his grass and everything was burning. So he understood that, oh, Lord is ready, I should immediately inform all the devotees. And then this Nrsimhadev deities was taken into position and then installed into Navdeep Mayapur Dham. It's so powerful. And after being installed, then all the attacks of all the Decades and everything, they immediately stopped because of the presence of Lord Nrsimhadev. And there are so many pastimes of Lord Nrsimhadev. There is one booklet as well that is coming. So many miracles that Lord Nrsimhadev has performed after being installed there. So because these deities are uh, carved in a particular fashion which is authorized by the scriptures, it is installed by the by the devotees of the Lord. They perform various mantras to invite Lord to reside there. Even deity, when being made uh, in a particular fashion as given in the instruction of the Lord, it's all powerful, it's all manifested. So and then it start accepting all the prayers just like Lord himself. So there is no difference between the deities of the Lord and Lord himself. Like we know that everything is created by Lord. Even all of us are created by Lord uh, in a similar form in which Lord is existing. So Lord has created all of us in the same form, and Lord can maintain all of us. So everyone have children as per their capacity. So we have less capacity, so we may have one children, two children, four children, or 10 children maximum. But Lord is so powerful, he can maintain everyone. So Lord is having unlimited children, and all of us. So uh, two-third of us are residing in a spiritual world, those who are following Lord, and one-third of us who think that, oh, let's all enjoy in separation of Lord. We are giving we are provided with this facility in this material world, that okay, if we want to act independently, we can remain here, and then here in this material world, then we have all sort of man-made created problem of daily bread, problem of sustenance, pollution, road accident, everything, all the problems, man-made created problems. In reality, this material worlds are itself formed in such a fashion that they can provide food stuff 7 times more than a human being can take, or all the living entities in this material world can take. But because of misproportion, because of human management, things are going in that fashion. So we can see that if you go in the forest, you will find that, oh, elephants are so powerful, lion are so powerful, they're all well fed. But if the same elephant or same lion or tiger are put into the zoo and human are managing them, then they all become very weak, they all are not nourished properly. Why? Because this is a human management. Otherwise, God is supplying them surplus. Earlier, when people are just relying on agriculture, there are enough forests and everything, there was no scarcity of food stuff. Even before all the British invasion happened in India, people were so opulent, so rich. India was known as a bird of gold, and there were no industrial revolution in India. There were no industries creating so many machines or part of machines. Everyone is just relying on agriculture and they have everything that they want. And we can see that in earlier ages, people have so much of time, just 9 to 5, and that too, like for few months they work in the field and then they have enough food grains to sustain all their family members. They may have 10 children, all they all can be fed nicely, have stout body, and after in the evening they have enough time to discuss on Shrimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and that way to and to perform kirtan, do the Bhagavad Sapta and all those things, and to return back home back to what it. Now with so much of human miscalculation, people are living into pigeon houses, flats like pigeon houses. They don't have even the sunlight, and if they will get one balcony which is having sun, they find themselves very lucky. So this is all the situation which is created uh, by man. They're working 12 hours and then they have also they are facing difficulty accommodating the grocery, and this all increases as people um, are not obedient to God, because when Lord Brahma, he has created this universe, he told that you perform yagyas and all your necessities will be supplied. But especially in the Western world, we see that people are not performing any yagyas, even the most easiest chanting of this Hare Krishna mantra, and then they're bounded up by the laws of material nature. Both husband and wife are working, and then children are just wasting their time somewhere or the other, and then also they are not having enough. Then also they cannot think that, oh, what will happen when they stop working after 60, what's going to happen to them. So these all problem will increase. It's not that just by working one can resolve that. It's the only possibility is that if people will become God conscious, Krishna conscious, then automatically the material nature of the Lord become easy on people. The Maya Devi become easy on the people, and then it will supply everything. So we have practically seen this example that how Srila Prabhupada, without having any money, he came to Western world because he have full faith on Krishna that if Krishna want, he can supply unlimitedly. And then he established so many gorgeous temple, and all the temple food distribution is going on uninterruptedly, and there is no problem, no scarcity. Why? Because Lord is taking care of everything. So that's why as of now, forgetting Krishna, we have come to this material world. But still, the aim is that not to rot again in this material world, because in this material world there's no end. Everyone, there are so many living entity. 1/3 of the living entities are there in this material world. So you will all interact with each other. There are different memories that you will form for one lifetime. Everyone will have some parents, uh, because they don't know that there is Krishna. There is a natural tendency of people to love their parents, because uh, the love of God they're getting through their parents or different relatives or friends and family members. And then they perform their material pastime for few years, the same kind of pastimes. They go to schools, colleges, um, have made some friend, have marriage, have some kids, become old. Sometimes they even don't become old and then they die. Sometimes they are lucky enough to get old and then die. But the same kind of pastime they repeat again and again, and there is no end to it. But in reality, human beings are not meant for this purpose. Human beings are created by Lord for his own pleasure, to remain with him, to live comfortably. There is no need for them to work so hard because of coming in this material world. For example, like a person when put behind the bar, when he's put into the jail, then there is a um, labor as well that he has to perform. He may be employed in road construction, he may be making some furnitures out of bamboo, he may be um, cleaning different areas. So this is known as Shashakt Karavas. So he must be employed in some work and then he was provided with daily bread. But in reality, if he's free, if he's For example, even if he's in forest, there are so many trees, he can take fruits or collect vegetable, can drink water. There is no need for him to work. Similarly, in a spiritual world, Lord is there. Lord is supplying each and every necessities. So for example, when a children is not grown up, father provide all the necessities to him. Same is the condition. We have supremely powerful father Krishna, and he can provide everything. There is no need for people to work so hard, and that's possible if they will return back home, back to Godhead. In this material world, the rules are like that. If you are in jail, you have to work as per the arrangement of the jail. So here you cannot sustain yourself without working hard. But if you return back home, back to Godhead, then there is no need for us to be engaged in that fashion. And we being eternal, definitely there is some eternal engagement that we all are having. And that eternal engagement is service to the Lord. So the same service, we can train ourselves to be ready for that service by performing deity worship, because the form of the deities, in the form of deities, Lord accept our services. And that is a kind of a rehearsal that make us ready to actually perform the same kind of services when we return back home, back to Godhead. So the activities that we are doing to the deities, obviously we are not on that pure level. So we are still on the clutches of modes of material nature because we are still on the bodily concept of life. We consider this as our body, and because of false ego, we consider this outer covering as body. And all the talks that we are having with our friends and family members are 99% are because of this bodily conception only, because we consider ourselves this, we consider these all as our relatives, and then we talk with them, but we don't, because of forgetting our eternal identity of being soul, part and parcel of Krishna. 99% of the activities are carried on in that fashion. So being in the bodily mode, and we are still in the clutches of modes of material nature, of ignorance, passion, or little bit of goodness. So that's why seeing directly the form of Lord is not possible for us. Seeing God face to face is not possible for us, because until and unless we are not pure, God is completely pure. To interact with Him, we should all be completely pure. But because we are not completely purified, so we cannot directly interact with Krishna Himself. And that's why Lord, being very merciful, is present before us in the deity form. So even the deity is not different than Krishna. Those who are pure devotees of the Lord, they can talk with deities, they can interact with deities just like a person Krishna. But for us, it's not possible. But Lord being present in the deity form give us the opportunity to serve Him. And to serve Him as well, there is a particular direction given. It's not that we can do it haphazardly. There is a Pancharatrika Vidhi. There are books written by Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which gives us all the different steps in which we should perform deity worship. If we are not on that level, at least we can watch the deity worship. So, for example, we have Balram Purnima. Now we are going to have Krishna Janmashtami. We can watch the Abhishekam of the Lord. We can watch when we go to the temple. We can see how the Brahman initiated devotees, they perform the deity's worship of the Lord. So we can, even though we may not be on the level to perform the deity worship, but at least we can go and watch how um, the devotees are performing deity worship, and deities are non-different than Lord. If we may not perform the direct devotional service to the deities, we can at least go pay obeisances to the Lord. We can pray to the Lord, and that way we can have some loving reciprocation with the Lord. And as we become little pure, then we can have our own deities, at least before the deities, because Lord has given in the authorized scriptures that He can be in the form of one can have deities made up of out of metal, of wood, of stone, as well as in the paint as well. So um, in the paper, when you paint the form of the Lord, that is also in that way as well, Lord can accept your reciprocation. So even before the deity worship, you can have a picture of the Lord, and then you can offer your bhoga to the Lord, and that way as well Lord can accept. Lord has told that he can accept in that fashion as well. So at least start with having a picture of the deities of the Lord, and then offer your bhoga to the Lord, and then start eating the prasadam, because all the steps that are given in the devotional services are for us to come over this uh, modes of material nature, from mode of ignorance to passion to goodness to pure goodness. We can come to that level by performing deity worship in a regulated fashion, by accepting the food stuff offered to the Lord, that is prasadam. So these all are to help us come out of the bodily concept of life. Otherwise, we'll waste our this life as well, considering ourselves as this body. All the talks concerning with us understanding that we are this body only. So we all can come out of this, the ignorance that we are in, uh, the always change of body, and again accepting some different body, and again performing some different kind of activities um, by the regulated process of devotional services that is given by Srila Prabhupada. So the Bhakti Yogi accept the deities of Krishna as worshipable because there is some bodily conception fixed in the mind, which can thus be applied. Of course, worship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his form within the temple is not idol worship. There is evidence in the Vedic literature that worship may be saguna or nirguna of the Supreme possessing or not possessing attribute. Worship of the deity in the temple is saguna worship, for the Lord is represented by material qualities, but the form of the Lord, though represented by material qualities such as stone, wood, or oil paint, is not actually material. That is absolute nature of the Supreme Lord. A crude example may be given. So here they are giving the example of a mailbox. So when we know that, okay, this is the box which is given by Canada Post, and we post some letter in that, that is authorized by Canada Post, and the letters are being retrieved from there and reach their destination. So we don't necessarily have to go to post office to post our letter. Even the small red box given by the post office is acting completely as a post office itself. So same is the case, that may not be completely purified, but something which is authorized by the Lord himself. So deity is made in an authorized fashion. There is pran pratishtha performed in an authorized fashion. Then Lord accept all the services through that deity. But if someone will go, for example, in the same case of an letter box, if someone will make his own box and maybe hang it somewhere, and then think that, oh, Canada Post people will come and take letter out from that box as well, that is not possible, because that is not authorized. Your letter will remain there for years and years. So same is the case, if something is not authorized, some will make a form out of his own imagination and then start offering some prayer to that, then it will not bear any result. The next it's told that Archana means worship of the deity in the temple. By executing this process, one confirm himself to be not the body but the spirit soul. In the 10th canto, 81st chapter, verse 19 of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is told how Sudama, an intimate friend of Krishna, while going to the house of Brahmana, murmured to himself, simply by worshipping Krishna, one can easily achieve all the result of heavenly opulences, liberation, supremacy over the planetary system of universe, all the opulences of the material world, and the mystic power of performing the yoga worship. So we knew that how the different Brahmans, they were performed in all kind of yagyas. And then when Krishna's friend approached them that, oh, Krishna is hungry, provide him with some food stuff, because they were busy in all that elaborate yagya, they could not understand and they declined. But all the Brahman Patnis, they could understand, oh, Krishna, he wants something. So they basically, they uh, declined the order of their own husband, and then they supplied everything to Krishna. And then by their performing of this uh, sacrifice for the pleasure of Lord, those Brahmans, they got their uh, understanding back, and then they repented that all their different kind of yagyas and all. It's of no importance until and unless they can't recognize Lord and perform services to them. Uh, so so the point is that and similar example is given in one of the more scriptures where Narad Muni. So he inquired from Lord that, "O Lord, I wanted to know that who are your supreme devotees." Um, so Krishna told that, "Okay, I'll tell you that, but I'm having an headache. So you go and you uh, tell all my devotees that, oh, I'm having an headache, and because they're my devotee, if they can give some dust out of their feet, then my this headache can be gone." So Narad Muni first he thought that maybe different brahmanas who are performing so much elaborate worship of the Lord, they should be the pure devotee. So he told them that, oh, Lord is looking for some dust from your feet to relieve him of his headache. So give some dust. And those brahmanas, they become very fearful. Oh, we don't want to go to Narak. We don't want to go to hell by giving our dust for the Lord. We cannot do it. And that way he goes to different people, and then they all decline, no, no, we cannot give the dust out of our feet. But then he met the gopis of Vrindavan, and he told, oh, Krishna is having headache and he wants some dust from your feet so that his headache can be relieved. So they told, oh, immediately you take as much dust as you want from our feet. And then Narada, he became completely awe-struck, and he told that, are you guys not fearful? Because I met so many Brahmanas and they all declined, saying that, oh, we cannot give our dust from our feet for Krishna's headache. We cannot give our dust to be applied on Krishna's head. We don't want to go to hell. And are you guys not fearful that because of giving your dust, which is coming from your feet, to be applied on Krishna's head, are you not fearful of going to hell? So they told, no, we are ready to go to hell and suffer as much as um, Lord likes, but he's having headache, and if his headache can be cured with our dust, we are not fearful of going to hell. And then Narad Muni, he understood that, oh, these gopis are the pure devotee of the Lord. Their love for Krishna is more than all the other ritualistic performer of Vedic sacrifices. So that is the case. Any person within this world who is engaged in the worship of Vishnu can very easily achieve the ever blissful kingdom of God known as Vaikuntha Loka. And that's why, like, we have so many temples of the Lord. If you especially go to Vrindavan, you go to Mathura, you go to South India, where there were not much of uh, foreign invasion has happened, because the Mughal emperors, they have this rule that they used to break all the temples. Even if you go to Madan Mohan temples, the upper floors of Madan Mohan temples were broken down by Aurangzeb. So they did so many atrocities toward the temples. So many ancient temples were broken, but especially in South India, not many of the Mughal emperor can enter. And that's why we still have so many old temples in south part of India. Still in Vrindavan, you go there, thousands and thousands of temples. If you wake up in the morning, you will always hear the Mangal Aarti being recited in all the temples. um, Everyone is offering prayers to the Lord. Everyone is preparing bhoga for the Lord. So it's a completely transcendental environment in Vrindavan. Um, so in Hari Bhakti Subhodaya, there is a statement about the benefit of visiting a temple of Lord Krishna. As we have explained previously in Vrindavan, Mathura, and Dwarka, the system is that all the devotees take advantage of visiting various temples situated in those holy places. It is stated in Hari Bhakti Subhodaya that person who are impelled by pure devotional service and Krishna consciousness, and who therefore go to see the deities of Vishnu in temple, will surely get relief from entering again into the prison house of a mother's womb. So this is such an important statement. The conditioned soul forgets the trouble of living within the mother's womb during birth, but it is very painful and terrible experience. In order to make an escape from this material condition, one it is advised to visit a temple of Vishnu with devotional consciousness. Then one can very easily get out of the miserable condition of material birth. So this is given that if someone with the devotional consciousness go and pay obeisances in front of the deities of the Lord, then he doesn't have to suffer again the misery of going again in some mother's womb. So we all have some remembrance of our childhood activities and everything, and but we don't have any remembrance of the time when we are inside the womb of a mother. But from the situation of it, we can understand we are completely upside down, confined in a very limited space, being troubled whenever mother eats something very chilly, very hot, then our skin is getting formed. There is a very thin layer of skin in our body, and we suffer because of whatever is being um, taken by mother. If she will eat something very chilly, then we get that heat in our body. Then there are different kind of uh, worms inside the abdomen of a mother, and those worms also keep biting the baby which is inside, and it's upside down. There is not enough space for him to move his hand or legs, limited supply of oxygen, water, and other food stuff. And in that kind of situation, one has to, and he may sometime pass a stool and everything, and then in that amniotic fluid he remain there. Sometimes the amniotic fluid also goes down, then he's in a completely dried situation. So many problem he has to face for that 9 month. That's why out of all this problem, old age, disease, and death, there is a mention of birth as well, because that is also a very miserable situation. But because we completely forget as soon as we come out of the mother's womb, we don't have the remembrance of that. But that is also most painful situation, and one who pay their obeisances to the deities of the Lord in a completely devotional state of mind, they don't have to again accept another body. That is, they will be relieved from again going inside the womb of a mother. So that's why the temple of the Lord are so important. And Srila Prabhupada, out of his causeless mercy, has created these temples just like uh, in a um, desert. Just like finding water is very difficult, and if someone will find water, that is very much pleasurable to him. So same way in this desert of material existence, these places are just like desert, especially the western world. There are no temples. They are just like a desert place, and there Lord Srila Prabhupada has established so many temples, and those temples are just to help us that if we offer our obeisances to the deities of the Lord, then we will be saved from again going into the womb of a mother in next life. And all these deities, they are established, most of the deities are established by Srila Prabhupada himself, who was a pure devotee of the Lord. He invited the Lord to reside in the deities, and so many wonderful pastimes these deities has performed with Srila Prabhupada and so many pure devotees. So we should all take advantage of going to the temple of the Lord whenever we get opportunity. Earlier, this was a common practice. Even in my childhood days as well, it was a common practice that I used to visit temple daily. But now, with the influence of Western culture, people are abandoning deity worship. They don't have any relationship with the deities. If we see the life of Srila Prabhupada from the very childhood, he remembered that how he was pulled into a even when he could not walk, he was taken into a temple which is situated near his house on the Mulik place. So, in a baby carriage itself, he has the remembrance that he was going to visit the deities of the Lord. But now, even parents, they don't know anything about deities, the importance of it, what to speak about children. All the time, they just spend into mobile phones or laptops. Neither the father take them to the temple, neither the temples are very much accessible, especially in the Western world. If there are temples, then people have some busy schedule in the weekend, they don't visit it. And that way they just miss the human, the opportunity that they have in this human form of life. So everyone should try that at least in weekend, whenever they get time, they should go pay their obeisances to the deities of the Lord, and this way save themselves. And if we see that um, there are so many pastimes that are being performed by Lord in his deities form, just to give us the assurance, just to tell us that the deities are not different than Lord himself. So we all knew that, or some of us may knew the story of Sakshi Gopal temple in the South India. So there is a one Brahman, he was visiting all the holy places. This one old Brahman, he was visiting all the holy places along with one young Brahman. So young Brahman was taking care of this old Brahman throughout the journey. So in each and every places, he will look for the comfort of this old Brahman. He will collect the woods, he will make the fire, and he will cook for the Brahman. So that way he's taking care of this Brahman. So earlier, if you see all these temples, whether it's the famous temple of Jagannath or all these places, there were not so nice roads that we see right now, or they're not very much approachable. Going to all these holy places is a big of austerity. There were not like roads or the uh, nowadays there are airlines as well. Then on some of the holy places there are helicopters which are going, at least the cars and jeeps or e-rickshaw going to each and every places. But earlier that was not the scenario. Going to the holy places of pilgrimage was much a task in itself. And this young Brahman, he was serving this old Brahman in each of the different uh, holy places, looking for his comfort. He was not for, it is not because of any material gain that he has in mind. It is generally a practice of a Vaishnava to give respect and give all comfort to the other elder people. That was a common practice. But this old Brahmana, he becomes so much pleased that in one of the temples, this Gopal temple, uh, he gave a promise to this young Brahman in front of the deities. He told that in front of deities, I am giving you promise that I will marry my young daughter to you. And this is my promise. And this deities is witness to my statement that this is the word that I am giving it to you. And once our pilgrimage is over, once everything is settled, you can come to my house and I will marry my daughter to you. So this is how the things has happened. And this young Brahmana, he thought that okay, this old Brahman, anyways, I'm going to follow Grahastha ashram. So he wanted his daughter to be married to me, then that's fine. So earlier, actually, people knew that if a boy is a devotee of the Lord, he will never have any problem. Nowadays, people look for opulences, money, and then they marry their daughter to a person who is having a lot of money. But then also their marriage is troublesome. The boy with whom they have married, because of having so much of money, he has so many of bad habits. He may be involved into illicit relationship, extramarital affair, or don't know how to talk, always creating fights with the daughter. Earlier people knew that if a person is a devotee of the Lord, even though they don't look into whether he's a rich or poor, because they know all the opulences will automatically come to a person who is a devotee of Lord, and just looking into that consideration, they marry their daughter to that kind of boy. Now, definitely, if they understand that, oh, this boy is not eating onion garlic, he's going to the temple, then they say, oh, no, 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 we are fine with someone who is addict, liquor addict, or who is eating non-vegetarian food stuff, but not to this person. He looks too saintly for our daughter. So this is the conditioning that is happening right now. Earlier, that was not the case. So he's just looking at his good qualities, understanding that he's a devotee of the Lord, even though he was financially very wealthy, but he decided that I will marry my daughter to this particular boy because he has all the good qualities being a devotee of the Lord. So later on, this young boy, he came to that village and he announced that I have come especially for marrying this old Brahman's daughter. And this old Brahmans, because he was wealthy, his son, when he heard that, oh, my daughter, my father has agreed to marry this my daughter to this young Brahman who is not very rich. So he told that no, I can never have my daughter married to this, but my sister married to this young Brahman. You just you don't have to do anything. I will take care of everything. If he will confront you and he will say that, oh, you tell that you have promised, then you can say that, oh, I don't remember anything because of my old age, and I will take care of everything. So this brother, he, along with some of his friends, um, reached the spot where this young Brahman is, and then he rebuked him that, oh, how dare you come to this place and tell that you want to marry my sister. And then he invited all the fellow villagers and he told that in the place of pilgrimage, he actually fed my father something which is poisonous, and the effect, and because of the effect of that poisonous food and stuff that he has fed to my father lost his consciousness, and in that lost consciousness he might have told him to agree to something, but my father has never agreed to it, and that way he made his father also appeared there. And this young Brahmana, he got very much embarrassed that what is happening to me. And then he prayed to the Lord, oh Lord, I actually don't have any desire to actually marry the daughter of this old Brahman, but because he has promised something in front of you and he's also Vaishnav, not able to fulfill his promise, he may have to suffer. So sometimes we also promise something and then we don't fulfill our promise, but we should understand that if we are doing some commitment, if we don't follow it, we have to suffer, and especially some commitment made in front of the Lord. So so he so because the and he could understand that because the old Brahman, he must be fearful of his son, and in pressure he's not accepting anything. So he told all the villagers that actually this old Brahman, he has promised in front of Gopal deities that he's going to he want to marry his daughter to me. So this son, so this brother of that daughter or son of that old Brahman, he was kind of having an atheistic mentality. So he told, oh, if you have promised this in front of the deities of Krishna, if that deity himself will come here and will say that, okay, this Brahman has promised in front of me that, okay, I'll worship my daughter to you, then I will accept it. So that deity has to personally come here from Vrindavan. So so this young Brahman, he has full faith on Lord because he was not atheistic. He knew that Lord deity is not different than Lord himself. So he told that, okay, fine, I'll go and I will take that Gopal deities from Vrindavan to here. And you can understand this Gopal deity is huge. No one can physically move the deities because deity is made up of stone. So much of a stone, it's not impossible for a human being to carry the deities. And then he again returned back to the Gopal deities and he started crying. He told that I don't have any desire to marry his daughter. I know that there is a substantial difference between our financial condition, but because his father is a devotee and he promised something in front of you, I don't want to break his promise. And for that, I wanted you to come with me. And then the deity replied, oh, have you ever seen any deity walking? So why you want me to walk with you? And then this Brahman, this young Brahman was very intelligent and he told that people even don't know that a deity can talk, but here you are talking with me. So if you can talk with me, you can also walk with me. So then this deity, the Lord understood that, oh, this boy is sincere, and he understand that deity is non different than Krishna, so I'll fulfill his promise. So he told that, okay, I'm ready to go with you, but remember, you don't turn around and look at me. You just have to hear the ankle bell of mine, and daily you have to cook um, 1 kg of rice, offer that bhoga to me, and then accept it. So throughout your journey, you have to feed me by making that rice, and you don't have to return back and look at me. Just hearing my tinkle bell, my ankle bell, you have to understand that I am coming with you. So the young Brahman agreed, and that way they started from Vrindavan toward the South India. And every day he could hear that, oh, Lord is walking near me. And then he used to offer him food stuff. And as soon as he reached near that village, he feel that, oh, he cannot hear any ankle bell. And just to understand if Lord is coming back to him, he turned around, and Lord again took the deity form and stand there. And then he visited the village, and he told that, oh, Lord has came here. Gopal deities just came outside of the village. You all can come and see that. And the villagers, they become awestruck, and they could understand that deity, such an huge deity, cannot come on its own. So definitely he has come to bear his forgiveness. And then uh, the son of that Brahmana, he could also understand that he's a pure devotee of Lord. And by his um, call, Lord has come to this particular place. And then they all went there, and they paid their obeisances to the Sakshi Gopal deities, and then established a temple out for the Lord. And that way, Lord bear the witness to it. That's why it's known as witnessing deity, the Sakshi Gopal. It's earlier the Gopal deities, but being a witness to that incidents, uh, he is now known as Sakshi Gopal. And any one of you, if you go to Jagannath Puri, nearby to that, there is a Sakshi Gopal temple where you can still see the deities of that Lord. So the deities of the Lord, they perform so many pastimes, but we, because we are not pure, we cannot directly interact with the Lord. But we at least from mentally, we should understand that Lord is standing in front of us, and that way we should pay our obeisances in complete devotion to the Lord, and Lord accept our services. And if we desire that, rather than desiring wealth, opulences, because all the other things, if we may desire for some bigger house, better car, children getting settled, all those things are material things. After leaving this body, we cannot take this house with us. House will remain here, children will remain here. Even children, after some few years, they also have to leave their body. So whatever other thing we are desiring is not permanent, but if we desire to return back home to him, then Lord award that. And that's the way. If in devotional attitude we pay our obeisances to the deities, then we don't have to again accept um, this human form of life or any form of life in the material world, and that way we will be free from the suffering. So this is about the deity worship. There is a, if someone is interested in knowing that how to actually perform the deity worship, there is a Pancharatrika Vidhi that we follow in uh, performing the deity worship. Different kind of paraphernalia in a different order is being offered to the Lord. If someone is interested, they can just WhatsApp me, and I will share that. Share those details, or I can share the very easy form of worship which is also authorized but can be followed in everyone's house. um, and that way they can make further progress. If not on that level, they don't think that they can perform deity worship, at least they can have a picture of the Lord. They can offer something which they are cooking bhoga to the Lord. They can offer some prayers to the Lord. They can offer at least the flowers to the Lord, or some diya to the Lord, lamb to the Lord, and that way they can make progress. So preaching is the essence. Anyone can quickly read it, and then we are done for the day.
I can read, Prabhu.
Yeah, read it.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Preaching is the essence. Preaching is more important than deity worship. Deity worship is especially meant for purifying the neophyte devotees. Actually, however, preaching is more important. In Bhagavad Gita 1869, it is said, Nacha tasman manusyeshu kachin me priya kritamaha. If one wants to be recognized by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he must preach the glories of the Lord. One who worships the deity must therefore be extremely respectful to preachers, otherwise, simply worshipping the deity will keep one in the lower stage of devotion. Srimad Bhagavatam 7:14-40. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So actually, Lord Himself has told that if someone is giving respect to the devotees, he's more dear to one who is giving respect to the deities. So one Srila Prabhupada has visited um, one wealthy gentleman in Kolkata, but his servant he came and he told that, oh Babu, puja karta hai. Like this gentleman is doing devotional service to the deities, so he cannot meet you. And then Prabhupada he quoted this verse from scripture that the worship of a devotee is more important than the worship of deity. And someone who worship the devotee is more dear to the Lord than the worship of a deities, because Lord recognize the devotee. So if there is a such a situation that whether if one is performing deity worship and there is a Vaishnava, paying respect to the Vaishnava is more important than the deity's worship. And one who is preaching the glories of the Lord. So many times one who earlier what was happening is that one who is engaged into the deity worship, the second initiated Brahmanas, because being completely clean, uh, they feel little disgusted when the devotees coming out from the street after doing Harnam Sankirtan, doing the big distribution, and they think that oh, they are more elevated because they are directly engaged into the deity worship compared to the devotees who are doing the book distribution or who are doing the preaching. So to correct their mindset, Srila Prabhupada has quoted this uh, that preaching is even more important than the deity worship. If someone is doing that, he's more dear to Krishna than compared to one who is engaged into the deity worship. Because by deity worship, you are actually pleasing the deities, but by doing performing the preaching, you are helping all the near and dear children of Krishna to be connected to Krishna, and that is more pleasing to him. So that way, if every one of us engage in preaching the glories of the Lord to all our near and dear ones or to whomever we met, we will become more dear to Krishna. So thanks everyone for your patience and hearing this session on deity worship. We have Krishna Janmashtami upcoming festival, so you all attend it, fast it as per your capabilities, and then attend the festival, and that way enjoy this Janmashtami festival. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.